I'm doing good. Enjoying the
Looks
nice
like
weather.
Juicy drop. Looks like Juicy dropped out of the call there. He'll come join us right back once he goes back in there. I could probably get him on the phone or whatever if we got to, but oh, okay.
He's back.
Yeah, it's so Juicy, how you doing today? Baseball. Looks like they got the talent. They have the national title run it looking like here. So Bear, who's your top three favorite players to watch in this 2026 season for LSU?
Too obvious right off the bat. I mean, obviously, with the success that Casey Evans had last year, I mean, he looks the part of an SEC ace already. From what I've seen in fall ball. So he's going to be exciting to watch, especially if his command is as good or as better than
Okay, Juicy. Oh, go ahead.
second forward. Especially and moving center field this year. So it'll be see and watch.
What you thinking, Juicy, about your top favorites?
Oh, he's dropped out again.
Probably gonna have that problem for this episode here. Um, I'll give you some of mine. I am excited to see how Zach York does in that realm of just supposed to be a big power bat for LSU this year. He's was D1's 19th best first baseman. He's pretty athletic for being such a big guy. He can get around, move, stretch. Do all that good stuff like a great first baseman can do. Really, got the height stuff that you really look at to be at first base there. Another one I'm kind of interested in seeing is Derek Curio and out there in outfield, obviously. Um, been very pivotal in LSU's last year for their national title run. Hoping to maybe see even better improvement out of him for 2026. That should be something very interesting to see here, and also Stephen Milam and see how well he does there at shortstop. So for LSU, I think he'll do a very good job there. So they uh they have a lot of high ceiling newcomers LSU this year, so it's just gonna be a matter of like it all meshing together and getting ready for a good run here in 2026. They do open up the season with they typically LSU they typically go through a little bit lighter schedule than the rest of them go, so that's something that we're gonna have to look out for here. So they're gonna take on Milwaukee for the first series of the year here. And we have all these schedules up on our Fishbowl Sports website. We have, let's see, LSU college baseball, men's college basketball, LSU women's basketball, which we'll cover all of those here. I didn't get a chance to do the softball one this week. I apologize. I lied to the fan base. Trying to just work through all that stuff there, but I'm going to get to that as soon as I possibly can here. LSU softball did have a great weekend, starting undefeated there. So that is something to see and just keep going.
Yes, pitching looked phenomenal this weekend,
Yeah,
but it was it's a competition. So
yeah, that is something to look at. Did you ever get back in there or what?
he did, and then screen went black again, and then now it just totally it dropped out. So I don't know what's going on. It might be on his end.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be just all kind of other stuff. Let's see. Anyway, let's just look at what's going on here. So, um, how you think this lineup's gonna look for LSU, Bear? Like 1 to 9, I guess. Like, or how would you sort this lineup if you were the manager?
Me personally, I've always been a fan of my DH back and cleanup, but I mean, Jay Johnson usually he changes it up a lot. But I mean, lead off. I mean, got to be either Milam or probably Chris Stanfield. Chris Stanfield was great at the leadoff position last year. Kind of struggled late in the season, but then he ended up getting it together. Um, Second, probably Milam. No, Kirill second. Milam third. I would put either Zach York, depending on who's DH and a cleanup. DH after him. Then maybe Jake Brown. Then maybe Trent Caraway. And did I miss somebody? Second base. The depend. I guess because we don't know who's playing second base yet, you just you stick him in the nine hole. So I mean, that's how I would do it myself. But like I said, I don't get paid Jay Johnson's money to be able to figure this lineup out. That's what he does.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm just kind of sharing all this stuff right now on Facebook. I am multitasking. I'm being director, and I'm just multitasking at this point. So,
How
anything you
Chris
want to
Blair
talk
said
about,
that on the
Bear,
radio?
about the LSU baseball team, just go at it right now.
You're the straw that stirs the drink, like Chris Blair says.
You could pucker up and kiss that
Uh,
baby goodbye.
yep, Lynn Rollins. Oh Lord, I'm not looking forward to that. He's not one of my favorites to deal with. I unfortunately had to listen to him for softball this weekend, and it was. I guess you get used to it. It's just one of those
I don't
things you
think
got to
he's really
deal
a
with.
bad. I don't
But
think he's
no,
really a bad analyst, though.
no, he's not. He's a great analyst. It's just that his tone of his voice is just like it's like one of those things that's just hard to get used to. It's annoying.
Oh,
But I
I
mean, he's
get.
been doing LSU sports for a long time, so I
Yeah,
guess
it's
it's
kind of
because
hard
we
to.
don't hear him that often,
Let me see if I can
like
get
we do
Juicy
Chris
back.
Blair. I mean,
Let me see if I can get Juicy. Just it goes quiet on me, then boots me out a couple of minutes later. Second time it has done that. I'm gonna say try get back in again.
no, that second base is interesting because you got three guys that can start on
Actually, I'm gonna
any given
call
game.
Juicy since Juicy's
Wait, he's
technically still
back.
on
He's
here.
back.
Oh,
He's
he's
back.
back.
Yeah, at second base you got Reed, you got Tanner Reeves who was third baseman last year. You got Chase Dardar. You have Braden Simpson. I mean, any one of those guys could be your starter on any given game. They can either play all 60 or three of them each can play 20 games apiece, which would be a manageable workload. So I mean,
What you
it's going to be interesting.
what you Juicy, you there?
No audio.
No audio. I don't know if I could get him in on the phone call. Let's see if he's. Let's just see. I might have messed him up by calling him and he tried to answer. But let's see.
It did.
Hello?
Should have.
Hey, Juicy, you live here on the fishbowl.
You're kick me out. Technicality or something.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got your box up there. How you feel about LSU's lineup entering this year?
I mean, they got at least half those from last year, maybe a little bit more. Some guys that weren't starting, but they had some playing time. They got that experience coming back. Pretty optimistic. They got a couple of good transfers in. Can't think of that guy's name from Oregon State off the top of my head. Third baseman.
Trent
The
Caraway.
other guy, the first baseman, the York guy.
York?
Yeah, I'm excited to see him. He's one of the players I'm excited to see. He's had a lot of good things said about him. They've seen from him. He's should have a lot of power. He should be where the power comes from, hopefully. But they might have another surprise. Aaron Beatty, I think, has got a little power, supposed to have a little power, and Jake Brown, I know, can have a little power against that. So we'll see what happens. But overall, I'm excited for. They should have a great lineup again, like this year for sure.
I mean, it's looking very promising, would you say? So I think so. This first weekend, LSU doesn't. I mean, they go to Florida, like Bear was talking
No,
about, Indiana, Notre Dame, um, UCF. It's all in that weekend slate there. Um, how y'all feel about this weekend coming up against Milwaukee, though? Like, how you think? Eh, like, what's the expectation for you, Bear?
I mean, hopefully we run 10-run rule all 3 games and sweep. That's what the expectation is.
Okay, Juicy, what's your expectation for this weekend against Milwaukee?
Should be a should be a sweep. I mean, the margin of victory is not a huge deal, but at least 2 out of 3 games should be a pretty decent blowout.
You know, let's go. Let's look at the predictor. The fine tuning the predictor. I thought we lost Bear there for a second because everything was dark. Now I get.
No, it's
Yeah.
just we turned the light off in the room. Had the lamp
Okay.
on. It's just a little dark, but I'm still here.
Okay. Just making sure. I was like, man.
Not gonna lose him too, man.
Let's see. Milwaukee. All right. What y'all think the predictor is gonna say?
I mean,
Like,
hopefully 15 to nothing,
46 and
13 to nothing.
12.
so for the first three games, it has Friday night LSU wins 15-2. Saturday 11-0. Sunday 14-4. So we got a sweep, which I think LSU is gonna sweep this weekend. They should. I mean, they're supposed to be pretty dominant, but the predictor, like for the overall record, is being very, very, very generous. Just
Yeah.
like the like just baseball in general is being very generous. Bear, I think you probably heard this one. Juicy hasn't heard it, but Juicy, what do you think the overall record is for the predictor?
Probably like
Oh yeah, we did.
probably got something ridiculous like 52 and 4 now for
He
He
hit
must
it right on the head.
he,
He must have cheated.
he must have cheated. I'm thinking he cheated though too. 51-5.
Wow.
Okay,
That's a good one.
since you're so good at predicting overall records, what's the home record gonna be?
So if it's got
What's the
51
conference record? How
ties,
about that?
I have to imagine it's the home record's only got like one loss. So
You know what he's looking right at? He's looking at Warren Nolan. He's got to be
oh
36
yeah,
to
no
1.
sir.
What's the conference record then?
I'm assuming all 5 of the losses come in conference play, right?
Cheater. Straight up cheater.
I'm not cheating.
Totally
Based
looking at those sides.
based off of what you tell me.
Okay. Like, you like guess the overall record almost to the.
I'm thinking I shoot for a high number.
All right. Okay? What team the LSU gets their first loss against then?
Oh, now that too. I'm not even sure. I'm not looking at it.
I don't
Oh,
know the
see,
schedule.
liar.
I don't know. Tennessee. Do they play Tennessee?
Yeah, they do.
Nope. Oh, they do.
Because I
Yeah.
can't remember their schedule. I don't have it in front of me right now.
Their first loss is to Vanderbilt,
So we do play Vandy too.
March 15th is when they're giving them the loss. But I mean, I think they'll sweep
Is it?
Milwaukee. They
Is
should
it?
beat Kent State on that Monday game. Um, then they got Nichols on the Wednesday. They should beat Nichols too. They should be 5-0 easily starting out the gate. Then you got the Jacksonville Baseball Classic, Indiana, Notre Dame, and UCF is in that. We'll talk more in detail about that next week coming up here, but I think everything's gonna be kind of looking at see how the pitching's doing, how the hitting's gonna go this weekend here. If worst case scenario, Bear for this weekend is what?
worst case scenario is we get swept.
Well, yeah, obviously, but what you think is actually gonna happen though?
Worst case scenario, I mean, they come out slow and sluggish and just flat footed from the start, and then it's a struggle to to try to catch up and score runs for the whole game. But that typically doesn't really happen very much with LSU baseball. They normally come out ready to play because they know that it's going to be packed.
Yep. I mean, hey, that's just the way it is, right?
What Bear pretty much said, 'cause I can't hear what he's saying. What he said?
Oh, they're gonna be coming out ready to go. It seems like packed. They know it's gonna be packed over there at Fox. So how you think, Juice? How you think they're gonna cut this opening weekend?
I mean, hey, I'll take sweep. I mean, if it's gonna have to be worst case scenario, I was gonna take they get blown out all three losses or something. But I think they'll get a sweep.
Juicy, since you wasn't on the show last week, where does LSU baseball finish the year?
Like how far they get in
Yeah, how far do you think they're gonna get?
I mean, on paper, they're going to get to the finals. Realistically, we have to. I mean, realistically, they should at least be in Omaha. I can't guarantee what's going to happen in Omaha or injuries or anything. That's always the unforeseen part of it.
Well, yeah, that's basically it there. All right. So I think we kind of covered up anything else. Just want to talk about baseball, Bear?
No, I mean that's just all we can do is wait and see what's going to happen.
Like it just gonna depend on how Jay Johnson wants to play this out. In other words, here. So in other news, let's get to LSU softball. Bear, some takeaways past weekend in softball.
They finished the week 5 and they finished the weekend 5-0, which is I mean was good to see. But I mean it really wasn't that much of competition. Illinois did give them a little scare, and the second NC State game they had to come back from behind to win. But I mean, I was kind of worried the first game against NC State because they came out slow, they came out sluggish, they were getting behind in counts 1-2, 0-2. Didn't have a lot of strikeouts hitting wise, which is good. They were able in the third inning to finally turn the corner and just broke it open. Heavener started off kind of slow. She walked a couple in the third, but then she ended up with 10 strikeouts on the night. Uh, Friday night pitching was awesome. I mean, the pitching was probably what would really impressed me this past weekend with softball.
Sierra Daniel had a really good opening weekend, hitting 471.
Yeah,
Tori Edwards hitting 385 with two home runs. Really got a lot of RBIs done in that game here.
she
I
picked
think
up
the
right
rest
where
of
she
them are
left
going to
off.
come back around here at some point here. Macy Bergeron only hit 235 this weekend, but I think it's just kind of a slow start. Some players are going to start hot, some are going to start slow, and that's just kind of the way it is here. So the bats look good. I mean, they had four, five, six players hit over 300 for the weekend. So I mean, that's very good numbers to say the least here for the weekend.
It's promising.
What you think, Juicy? What was your reaction to LSU softball this weekend?
I thought they played. Thought they played well. Like we talked earlier, they started off slow. Uh, started off slow in some of the games. Took them to like the third, fourth inning, get it going. They did win. I know it shows that they battled back. I mean, it's early, and it kind of worries me a little bit. I don't want to over worry and press the panic button so early in the season, because I'm trying not to be in mid-season form, as we like to call it. But it
Too
makes you
late.
like sit there and think like, well, gotta get better. Hopefully,
Not Bear saying too late.
find their groove. But I mean, the, the the pitching was well. The pitching all around was well. Like Tori Edwards, you just mentioned, and Sarah. I can't hear her last name. That you talked about. I mean,
Sierra Daniel.
yeah, they showed out right. I mean, I guess I could sum it up in grade wise. I give them like a B. You know, if you had to actually give them a letter grade, give them a B. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Plus, it's early in the year.
I mean, Hebner had a 1.91 ERA on the weekend.
Yeah, yeah, I forgot to mention that.
She had those 10 strikeouts. She pitched 11 innings. I mean, so yeah, she was willing and dealing. That's for sure here. So on the weekend, I'm trying to. Yeah, she had 17 strikeouts on the weekend here, but Lofton actually did pretty well too. She 0.00
Yes,
ERA.
Lofton.
Got to
Yeah,
give that one up there. 2-0.
didn't
She
she throw like 134 pitches or
Long,
something?
yeah, she had 9 strikeouts on that weekend.
Yeah,
So
not
she
bad.
uh I mean, Havner had 6 people on base on balls kind of situation there, but and the rest of the pitching staff only had 6 as a team for the weekend. So I mean, altogether they all played pretty well, except for Cellular, CC.
mm-hmm.
She was a
Yeah,
5.53 ERA.
yeah. I think that was against the second NC State game or the
Yeah,
Illinois
yeah.
game. They had to come back from behind.
Because the second one, NC State jumped on LSU, but they were up 5-1. I remember watching that game.
Yeah,
They
so it
came
was
back.
It was a rough start for sure.
That's what happens. You get behind in counts and you just don't swing the bats.
definitely a little rough.
Yep. So we'll see what happens there. But anyway, looking ahead to their schedule, got through this weekend. They got a date Thursday with number 11 Nebraska, so that's gonna be a tough one there.
Yeah.
Gonna be on
Hmm.
ESPN too. Then later on that day they
Yeah.
got Oklahoma
Nebraska
State.
too.
Friday they got Duke at number 22, UCF on Valentine's Day. Number 6 UCLA on that Sunday, so they're gonna have a tough road to hoe basically. And then they get Alabama on the
Yeah.
17th of February. So they're going to have a rough couple of games here for sure. How y'all feel about this Shrine of Children's Clearwater Invitational? I'll start with Juicy
Okay.
first since Juicy
Well,
can't really hear.
no, I just wanted to add a caveat to that.
Uh,
South Alabama
that's one that's
beat
coming up
Arkansas.
this weekend. That's what it's called or whatever. The Shrine.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like you said, it's gonna be a little more test of what they're made of. Guess we'll get an early test. I'm hoping they can at least beat uh, one or at least two of those ranked teams. They play. I mean, it'd be best if they beat them well, but uh, if they can battle back, I mean, they may have to battle back. We've seen that they can do that too. I don't know. I'll just be honest. I don't know what's gonna happen. Really, I'm just hoping and praying that they at least beat two of those ranked teams they're gonna be playing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a kind of a mixed bag of last weekend with getting behind and struggling. Getting behind in counts. The 6 walks. I mean, you ideally you want to beat those ranked teams on at a neutral site. That really helps the RPI. Really helps your the committee later on in the season. But just to kind of add a caveat to the South Alabama, I think beat Arkansas this past weekend. So the Sun Belt was showing out for sure.
So for me, I think LSU's gonna they're not gonna get this undefeated.
Definitely
No,
not.
It's just
I think
like
they
who
can
you think
split.
they're gonna lose to. I think they'll drop the UCLA game. UCLA is a very good team. Just on paper, because we don't really have a lot of information on anybody yet. Everybody can say like, "Oh,
No.
this is what this is," but I think they'll drop the UCLA game, and I, I think they'll either drop the Nebraska or Duke game. I think they're gonna get 2 losses on this weekend here. I'm gonna give them the win over Nebraska just for the sake of having that there. I think they'll probably beat Oklahoma State. I think they're gonna lose to. Well, actually, I might switch that up because they're playing two games on a Thursday. Give me the loss against Nebraska and the win against Oklahoma State. I think they'll beat Duke, beat UCF, and I think they'll drop the UCLA game. What you think, Juicy? What you think, Bear?
I think they're gonna have three losses. They're gonna go 3-3. They'll split.
Okay, that I could see that too. Very much so. I could see that definitely being the case.
They could come beat it. They could. You never know.
You never know, right?
I hope not all.
I'm gonna be nice and say 3-3. I want to say 0-6, but I'm not
They
gonna
gonna
do it
win
yet.
two
It's
games.
not
Not
that.
not
It's gonna be NSF. No, 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 W for me next week.
not Bear dropping the 0-6 comment.
Yeah, if they don't win a single game this weekend, it's gonna be NSF W for me next week.
It's kind hit the panic button. This season's over.
we didn't even have Valentine's Day yet at that point. Season's over. Call it.
It's me pushing the panic button or that,
Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on to LSU women's basketball. Um, got a just a little bit of a game, just a little tiny game this weekend. Nothing really big. They'll be taking on South Carolina this weekend. Um, do you see how you feel about LSU women's basketball so far?
Well, point. I feel really pretty good about him. I know early in the year when Bear was pushing the panic button on him, and uh, I was just like held it up and wait and see, and they got it together. But honestly, I think the way I feel about South Carolina, I'm not very optimistic right now because that's been a thorn in Kim Mulkey's side, South Carolina, and I just don't think they're gonna win until they do beat them. So
What you think, Bear?
Well, I mean, we've kind of had a little regression after the Vanderbilt Kentucky, and then we went on a win streak, and then we've had a regression again. We got blown out by Texas after beating them the first time, and I'm not feeling very optimistic against South Carolina. I think it's going to be another blowout loss.
So I see a troubling sign with LSU women's basketball. I know LSU fans are not gonna like to hear this, but so they beat Arkansas by over. I mean, not Arkansas, Auburn by over 30 points. Okay.
30, 34 points.
Yep. They did. They did very well in beating them, but in the process of doing that, they had 19 turnovers against Auburn.
Yep, 19 turnovers.
19
That's not going.
turnovers.
win to beat them by 30.
If you do that against South Carolina, it's gonna go the other way real quick.
He's going to get blown out by 34 points.
Yeah, you're gonna get blown out by 30 points if you do that against South Carolina. But Texas itself, they turned the ball over against Texas. That has been a reoccurring thing with this team this year. So
Yeah,
I don't
they could have
feel
regret.
as, I mean, that's been a reoccurring thing with this team. So I don't feel really good against South Carolina. I think South Carolina's gonna end up beating LSU. But that's one thing that's the Achilles heel of the LSU women's ball club, turnovers. You
Yep,
gotta take care of the basketball.
But
turnovers
score
and poor free throw shooting.
Yeah, free throw shooting too. Yeah, very hit it. Do you see what you said?
they have been scoring a lot of points though, even though the turnovers been going on.
Yeah, but against Auburn, they scored 64 against Texas.
and they lost by 12 points. They got blown out.
I mean, they only beat them by 5 points the first time, though, Juicy.
Hey, a win's a win, man, against number two ranked team.
But are you going to go deep and go get an Elite Eight or a Final Four with that many turnovers? That's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. I'm just
Maybe they play clean ball.
if they play clean ball, it's gonna be a really close game. This has a lot of talent. The LSU Women's Ball Club, a lot of talent, but they got to carry the
We too
basketball.
late in the season. For them to, we're too late in the season for them to start worrying about playing clean ball now. I mean, it is what it is. This is their identity. This is what they do. There's no
So
fixing it.
we'll see what happens. And just for the sake of what's going on, LSU men's basketball is, I think, currently underway.
We'll
Uh,
see at the end of the game.
This is um. I'm trying. Let me
we ain't
look at the
fired
list.
McNamee yet.
Oh my gosh, 81-48.
81-48.
Yeah, that's yeah. You can chalk that one up to be a loss. All right, so who they got left on their
Moving on.
schedule? You got tennis at Tennessee, at Texas, Alabama,
Lost.
at Ole
Lost.
Miss, Oklahoma, at Auburn,
Lost.
and Texas A&M.
Lost.
All
Lost. Lost.
losses.
Now both of y'all saying that at the same time, not hearing each other. Oh man. Yeah. So I
What are
guess
we
it's
at?
kind of
One and
early, but
one and 15 in conference play.
who I was reading an article and I shared it with y'all. If they win two of these last games, they someone said they might have a chance to get in the tournament, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Like you asking a lot. Like you're asking a lot of that committee. I think even if they won two or even three games out the rest of this, I still wouldn't give them a spot.
No,
None of these games
they're
are
the next. They're the
winnable,
next
but
four
let's just
out
say
on the NIT.
Missouri and South Carolina who has 7 games.
We lost to South Carolina
If they
already
just play
and
Missouri
Missouri.
7 straight times, they might.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
maybe they lost to South Carolina. Well, they beat South Carolina, I think.
it's the first time.
Yeah, they beat them
Beat
that
them the
second time.
second time.
Well, they can destroy it tonight.
Yeah, so short list. Who would you like to see LSU target as head coach, Juicy?
John Calipari, maybe. I mean, he's turned Arkansas around pretty good, maybe. They can try to steal him with this in this NIL world or something.
Maybe? Maybe?
Maybe, yeah.
What you thinking, Bear?
Will Wade.
Will Wade. He
Oh
just
well, yeah. Oh,
he
maybe.
not Juicy forgetting about Will Wade, but he just signed a contract, man.
It don't matter.
Don't matter. We hey LSU. We got unlimited amounts of money now. We can pay coaches $13 million a year and everything else, and pay another $54 million buyout. We just got all the money in the world.
I mean, they need
Let's just
someone
go
with
get
a
Will
status.
Wade. Pay the man $20 million and be done with it.
$20
Buy out
million.
the NC State contract.
$20 million.
I don't. Hey, we cut write the checks. The check ain't gonna bounce. It's good. Just write the
Right,
check. We got the
just
money.
write the check. Just write the check. Let's go do it. It's all right.
Swipe
It's
the
all good.
card, baby. Burn it up. Burn the card up.
Burn the card up, man.
I don't know who
Yeah, they
else they can
really.
target. I don't know that many big
I
names
mean,
in men's basketball.
there's tons of candidates out there. It's just who's gonna want the job. This team
Shea,
is
I
not
would
good.
target.
They don't have the NIL. Like, there's.
Yeah.
It's not a very desirable job.
I mean, LSU hasn't done well in basketball since I think Brady, I think.
They
No,
had
Will
Since
Wade.
John
Will Wade,
Brady.
yeah. No,
Yeah, Will Wade, but
yeah, Brady, yeah. Big Baby Davis, Glenn Davis.
yeah, they had Tyrus Thomas, Tasman Mitchell.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, thank God the women are good.
Not much to
yeah,
talk about men's basketball.
yeah. There's not look too much. That's why everybody's looking ahead to LSU baseball. Get some good. That's why I put the little line. Looking ahead to LSU baseball, and it's so perfectly underneath Bear's name.
Yeah,
So yeah, I
LSU
think.
LSU gymnastics had a good showing
Yep.
at
So
their
I
last
think
meet.
that was gonna do it all here tonight. Anything you want to say before we get off here, Juicy?
No, I'm good.
He's good.
Yellow, you got me?
Hey, you there? Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I'm here. Okay.
Anything you want to say before we get
Uh,
off here?
go Tigers.
Go Tigers. All right, that's good enough. Thank you for tuning in here to Fishbowl Sports or LSU baseball opening weekend preview show here. So we're gonna see what everything happens here. Go visit our store and get your Mardi Gras stuff. Not much time left on that anyway. Or Valentine's Day. Don't be a last minute shopper. Um, and once you're there, if you want to start getting some stuff for St. Patty's Day, St. Patrick's Day, go ahead and start doing that on our Fishbowl Sports Store. And if you want to get some LSU gear, we got a collection of LSU gear on there. So yeah, that really good there. We posted a link like yesterday, I think. I'll probably post one tomorrow just to kind of see what's going on out there and just update y'all some new merch. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a great and wonderful day. We're gonna see y'all here next time here on Fishbowl Sports. Have a good night, Fishbowl Nation.
Good night.
Good night.